Hi, welcome to Crystal Dreams. Today I'm going to be talking about one of the newest crystals out there. It's called Auralite, and it was recently discovered in 2007. It's a crystal that can only be found in one place in the world, and that is in Canada, in Ontario. What's very special about this crystal is that it is also known as Auralite 23. The reason why they call it 23 is because it's composed of 23 different minerals. When you first look at it, the first thing that comes to mind is amethyst, and that is totally okay because amethyst is a big component of Auralite. But if you take a closer look, you will see other kinds of minerals. For example, in this piece right here, you can see clear quartz, and you can also see hematite at the top, which is also known as red cap or red tip in the market. This piece right here will be called a perfect crystal point with a red tip or a red cap, and they're very high in demand. The reason why they're so high in demand is because they're extremely rare. For every 100 pieces of Auralite, you will be able to find one red tip. That is the reason why people, especially collectors, are really after these types of crystals. Here I have another specimen. This is an Auralite also. It's an Auralite mountain. As you see, the first thing that you can notice is the amethyst, but if you look at the tip, it has a clear quartz on top of it. It is simply a beautiful piece. What's interesting about these crystals is that if you were to break it down and put it under a lens, you will be able to see different minerals such as gold, silver, copper, platinum. You can also find citrine, malachite, smoky quartz, clear quartz, amethyst, and many more different types of minerals, even fossilized wood. Another thing that is very interesting about this crystal is that it's about 2.6 billion years old. That's almost as old as the Earth. The Earth is 4 billion years old. So imagine how old this is. Trying to imagine that with a human mind is almost impossible. Here I have another type of Auralite. This one is also extremely rare. It's an Auralite cluster, and as you can see, it has the signature of the Auralites, which is the red tip, and the chevrons. I don't know if you can see it very well in the video, but this is a beautiful piece of Auralite clusters. I have another Auralite cluster right here. This one is much bigger, as you can see. It's we call it a colossal Auralite cluster. This one weighs about 3 kilos. It's pretty heavy. It's a beautiful piece. You can see the red tip on top of it, which is hematite, like we mentioned before. You can clearly see the chevrons, which is the signature of Auralite 23. This one is one of the rarest ones that we have at the moment. The reason why it's so rare is because you're gonna have an edge that has a clear quartz, and at the other end you have a red tip. So far, this is the only piece that I've seen in this that comes in this format. It's incredible to see both the clear tip and the red tip in one crystal. Also, you can see the chevrons on this one perfectly. Like I was saying, what's interesting about the chevrons is that basically you can see the growth of the crystal. So the crystal was growing, and after a few millions of years it stopped, and then some time passed, and after some more millions of years it started growing again and again and again, and it stopped again. It let millions of years pass by, and then it started growing again. It is just a beautiful, beautiful piece. Right here I have another one. This one is much smaller. It is still called a perfect crystal point red tip. It is smaller, What's very interesting about this is that smaller pieces of red tips are a lot rarer than big pieces of Auralite red tip. These are way more common than these ones. When you're looking for a smaller piece, it's a lot harder to find. This is the one that we carry the most in our online store, which is Auralite wands. They're very popular for people who want to collect them or carry them for the metaphysical properties, which we will be discussing in another video. This crystal, it's a beautiful piece, and it has the uniqueness of Auralite, which is the chevrons and the clear quartz on top. Well, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you very much for watching, and please don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Pinterest. Thank you.